Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video, and you joined me right at what I have now called the Trombone Junction. The reason it's called the Trombone Junction is because sort of the way the railway goes over and the shape of the road underneath, the sort of semicircle, and the way just the shape of the road reminds me a little bit of a trombone. So I've decided that this is going to be called the trombone, this section here. Not that we're going to know that in a few videos time. So last time out we were building this section of track here, and redoing this section of track, building this road, getting the new station into Huntsville. In today's video, what we're going to do is just set up the road network, making sure that we can get things going over from Huntsville, from the station, over into the city. And then I'm going to be working straight away on another passenger line. This passenger line is going to be going out from Abilene up through Elgin, or Elgin, maybe Elgin, I think, right the way through Clearwater and then up to New York City, and that is going to be a new sort of 4-stop route that we're going to have. Hopefully starts increasing the number of passengers in and around the area. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and then maybe I might set up another express route depending on where we get to, and that might just be the end of this particular series of Transport Fever. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for the coming few episodes. Okay, so it is 1940. Funnily enough, we're not using aircraft, but here we go. This is the route that we need to sort out. So I'm going to create a new line from here over to... that's a problem. That I need to... Where does the fuel go to? That is a good question. Okay, the fuel goes all the way to here, so... Let's see, I'd get them to drive around here, along here, maybe along here, and park your trucks. I'll tell you what, let's park the trucks right in here. So, buildings. There you go, and we will continue with our route. Add station. That looks pretty suitable to me. In fact, if we do that, that should reroute it into a nice, it's a perfect box. We'll turn this to orange to match this one. That looks pretty nice going in and out, exactly as I wanted. And now all we need to do is name it, first of all. FRRD. Is it just going to be called Huntsville Fuel? There we go. I think that is how I tend to do it. If it's the end of the line. Go ahead over here, buy some vehicles, and we've got quite a few vehicles here that we can choose. So I'm actually going to look at some of these. So we've got 37 miles per hour Opel Blitz. Sure, can carry 14. I think the Opel Blitz is what I would like. We're going to have 10 of them. Do that. Make sure they are set very high. Paint them a nice orange. Set them up on this route. And in addition to that, I'm going to make them wait here. That is not the right thing. I'm going to make them wait right here. So if I manage this line, Upper Huntsville, you are going to wait for a full load. And you can wait, let's say 1 minute maximum, but no, 2 minutes maximum, but you are going to wait. So there we go. You can see a whole bunch of them on their way out. Lovely. Now we just have to wait for the fuel truck to come along. So these things are running quite nicely. In the meantime, I'm actually going to check if I can upgrade our vehicles here as well, because that's something that I haven't thought about. No, we're not going to switch to the Schneiders. It was used as a bus in many cities. Okay. Is it any better? It's slightly faster. Sure. let's look for all of these. Let's do this. Every single one in one go is being upgraded. All of you, all the PARDs. That's all of them, and this is why I label them the way I do, because it's so easy to get to. Each and every one of you select all of those very high, replace them all Schneiders. Perfect. Make sure that's set to, oops, make sure that's set to very high. No, it isn't. Set to very high. Job done. Okay, we have our new buses out and about. Right, you lot are still going to be waiting. I just want to ensure that this does work the first time around. Obviously, I think we might need another train. To be honest, I think we are going to need another train. You're not the right train. You're clearly the wrong train. It's a fair amount to go back though. It's not too bad, 140 to go back. Where is the right train? That's full. Where are the trains? Here comes one. Is it right? Are there just two trains? Because I think we're going to need a third. There are just two trains. I think we are going to need a third, as I said. So let's go ahead and click that train. Manage vehicle. Duplicate. And let's ensure that these are also not replaced. Set to maximum running costs like that. Okay, that should help us a little bit. So we're just going to leave this where is it gone? We're just going to leave this doing whatever it is that it needs to do. Now you can see we've got 11 out of 240 there at present, which is all right. It's nothing great, but it's not bad for something that is just starting. So yeah, this is it's okay. Things are running okay. You can see I smoothed this out as well a little bit. Managed to fix it. It was not easy. It took quite a while. And this train. Oh, here comes the new train. So where is the other train? That's the question. There is a lot of traffic here. I have to say I really like this. Anyway, what am I doing? Let's do what I need to do. So here we go. Abilene. So our new route's going to go Abilene, up through Elgin, somehow connect to Clearwater. I have not yet figured this one out. I really do need to figure this one out somehow, and then go over to New York City. So the first thing we need to do is get these lines operational out of New York City. That is going to be important. So I'm going to do that. So without any faff, we've got our two lines going out over there. Perfect. I will also change this to a much larger, much better. Now these lines are not used too much, so it's absolutely fine. You can see that there's a train that stops here over here for the Laredo one. There's one that passes through, and that is it. So this should only close when the trains come in through there, and that shouldn't be a problem because, well, there isn't much on this side, is there really? So that's absolutely fine. Now, as soon as we are out of here, what we need to do is we need to get the track curving towards Clearwater, which I think this is a good start for us. Like that. This also gives us the option here, you see, to connect up to the rest of the route. So that is why I've done it this particular way. I mean, too much curvature. There you go. Happy? Okay. Immediately another building jumps up, pops up. There we go. That's done. And now we've got our routes going out that way. That's absolutely fine. Let's now go straight away to Abilene. We could do something with Billings as well, really. Could we connect Billings to something? Anything? Newport News, do you have anything free? Hey, you have your cargo platforms free, that's for sure. Not using your cargo platforms, are we? We need to try and use the cargo platforms, although I think we're going to run out of time to use the cargo platforms. But anyway, instead of getting distracted, back to the buildings. Terminus station going in over here for us. At 100 and 160, 120. Let's do that. Let's do it like that, and let's do that. And where do I really want it to be placed? I could literally have it in the middle, or I can place it out here, which might be an interesting one to do. Place it out here, and let's see how the city decides to grow. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that one. So we're going to place the tracks, or place the station, should I say, right about here. That looks reasonable. Right there. I wish it was an old one. There we go. That is looking good. Right, we're going to use the depot in New York, so we do not have to worry about that at all. We are going to have to get ourselves one of these. I might need a little bit of space, so I'm giving it the opportunity to have some extra space. We've had the more modern bus shelters now and things like that, so that's good. I'm not a fan of these though. These look, in my opinion, those are woeful. Those are absolutely woeful. But there we go. Going over to Elgin, whatever it's called. Still not sure. Just trying to figure out where I would put the station here. I would much rather have the station perhaps on this side. And the reason I say that is because we could do something, make something of this, I think. In fact, I have an idea. No, that's a terrible idea, what I was thinking of. Never mind. I had an idea. I've decided to disregard said idea because I'm not disregarding the idea enough. Why am I not disregarding this idea? I'm not disregarding this idea because there is actually a chance that this could work. There is genuinely a chance this could work. Does that main road go anywhere? It just goes out there. And so, because this could work, I'm not disregarding it. Why am I not disregarding it? Somebody needs to stop me on this one. No, too late. I'm doing it. Okay, so this is what I am planning to do. I'm going to use these two routes that we have here. I'm going to use them to... Now, if it allows me to, if I pause this or bring it, slow it down, you can see exactly what I am planning to do. Now I could just delete that section of road first and bring this out, and see that's absolutely fine. I'm not having any trouble whatsoever with that. So let's do that, and let's delete this road. There we go. There's some track. That track is going to continue along. Let's go do this now. Let's see what this track looks like if it goes all the way over to here. The answer is rather terrible. Okay, that's fine. We'll manage. We'll do something with this. Some amount of straight track. Looks like I cannot help. That cannot be helped, it seems. That's just made it worse, hasn't it? Okay. Let's take it. We can leave that there. And then it's happy there. So it's just that, it's just this bit here that's a bit not ideal. Is there anything I can do to help this? That's sort of going downhill. So what if I were to... Oh, there isn't going to be much of a... That does look like it's downhill, but I think it isn't. There is a... That's uphill. That much is for sure. Up to here is uphill. And that looks like it's downhill. You know what? It's fine. It is fine. Now, here comes the second one. This is the harder one. So we're going to have to see what happens with this one. But you can see the kind of idea I'm having. I'd like to do something along those lines. So what I could do is first of all peel this off like that. Are you okay there? I think you are. And now let's try the cross. See, that's not what I'm after. Okay. What's about over? You won't go under, will you go? You probably could go over. Okay, let's do that then. Up we go. Keep going up. That's it. No. I need a faster speed than that though. Now that's what I'm after, not okay. Change plan slightly. Let's do that again. Let's pull it back from slightly further back. Instead of this, let's immediately start heading upwards. There we go. That's it. No. That is what I'm after. 50 miles an hour through there. Am I happy with that? I think I very much can be. Do I keep that height? That's the other question. Do I keep that height? Or do I just do it up to there and then figure it out? That's looking nice, but no, let's do this. Keep it as flat now. There we go. Straight over the top. That's okay. And now for the trick, which is to connect that to that nice and smoothly. It's a little steep. That is a little steep for my liking. I'm going to see, now that we've done that, if there is an opportunity here for us to use this to keep this fairly high up. It's not as deep, okay. What if we did that? And then that. Whoops. And then that. There we go. That looks okay. And then perhaps from here. There. That is better. Yeah, that is better for me. Could I do that? Kind of hides a few things, doesn't it? But it does look more realistic. So I'll have an embankment. Perhaps, I'll tell you what I will do. This is what I'll do. I'll cut that there. And I'll turn that end section into a bridge. There we go. Reasonable? I think so. I think that is fairly reasonable. So there's our connection into Clearwater. Oh, this is just going to be. This is going to be difficult. This is. But I will put a signal there, and realistically I should probably put a signal there. That's going into Clearwater. We're going to have the train stopping there, and then all we have is the trains turning off in this direction. Yep, that is what we need to do. Alternatively, I could have done something else, but that is getting a little bit too complicated then if I were to do that. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, which should be 40. Perfect. Now, where's Elgin? We haven't set the station in here yet. So I need to work out where the station's going to go. Let's get the pathing out of here. So let's work out the pathing on this one. Definitely going through this pass. As you would expect, of course. Right, there, and then there. And that's pretty much out of the pass as I want it to be. Perfect, and I can now just route this all the way back. This is going to be an interesting train journey. Certainly going to be a very interesting train journey out of this one. Same thing here. Nice and slow. Sure, let's just do 50 then. 27 and 50. There and there. Signal goes there. So that is cleared into there. So all I now need to do is work out this and get it over onto that side. My thinking here, that's a horrible road junction. My thinking here is I'm going to fix this road junction right now. Sorry, I've got to fix this. This is just terrible. There we go. Job done. That did not take too long to fix. Okay, so my thinking here is that we have opportunities to cross. Some opportunities to cross. So we could put a station here, go across, and then come out, so jump across here with a bridge, and then come back. Alternatively, we could jump both of these over here, go around this side and have the station here, which would be better because of that. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do. There we go. Choice made for me. Let's go ahead and create a street there. Delete that. Be mildly concerned over the quality of my voice. I do apologise. Do that. Come along here. How long's left in this video? 15 minutes. I think I can manage that. Fill that in. Go across. Continue with this. I think I might just need to adjust the way I'm speaking. Higher pitch might help just a bit. There we go. I'll just keep trying that. So move along like that, wait for the autosave, go along here, right the way along here, and there we go. That is done nice and easily. And that actually looks rather good. Okay, so now all I've got to do is we'll bring our tracks out from here, right the way across to this point, and now we just need to work it out. There we go. And I would say up. Let's see what we get. I think I've got this correct. I have. Just a little bit, like so. Keep it flat. Goes right over the top. A little bit higher than perhaps we require. So instead I will... No. Lift. As soon as it... changes it. That is it. That's still just as high. I think that is still just as high. Alternatively, what I could do, here's an idea. I can do this. And then try and figure this one out. Let's delete that one section. That is a better height. Slightly lower. This is not a lot lower, you can see. But it is slightly lower. Which is good. And then I essentially delete this and just hook this up like that. There you go. A much lower bridge here, and then just a slightly higher bridge over there. And we want that to connect like that, but obviously not with a bridge that spans for eternity. Although, that being said, coming along the railways here, that might be an interesting bridge to see. So that's something to take into account. But no, I would much rather it descends into... I see the problem. I'd much rather it ends up there, like so. And then that. Followed by that. And that. There we go. How are we looking at the bridge? That's... I'm fairly happy with that. That's okay for the bridge. Also, I have realised that we have the ability right here to bring the tools into Elgin. So that's something I'm going to also be doing. In fact, why waste time? Whilst we're here, let's do it. Country road. There you go. Right away around there. In fact, why not? There you go. The entire thing is now country road. Oh, not from there. From there onwards. There you go. We have the tools that are required over here. So we're going to pop in a truck stop right there, and we'll put a truck station in right here. This might drop the number of tools that we get in places, but still, that's okay. So south tools might just drop a few. So I think it's south tools we're going to Clearwater, and is that it? South tools. Oh, no. We go over to... I forgot we go over to New Haven as well. So, what we need to do is... we need to... I think it should be able to handle New Havens. And yeah, it should be able to handle that. So, what we're going to do very quickly is we are going to set up our new route going from here directly into here. This is going to be a bit of a longer route. And we are going to call it that's FRRD Tools, Elgin Tools. There we go. Do we have a, what's it called in here? No, we do not. So we need to look at that, and we need to not build a dock. We need to build a trap. Ooh, that's fancy. Should we try one of those? I can only see this going wrong, which is why I'm tempted to try it. I can only see this going wrong, so I'm going to do it. There we go. Because I can. Because I can, and it's probably will. There we go, and we'll set up the, in fact, let's just put the bus stops in anyway. So I'd like to have a bus stop possibly down this road. And I'd like to have a bus stop down this road. And possibly just here as well. There we go, so 3. So that should cover the entire area. Whilst we're at it, let's just go over here and do what we need to do on this one. I would like to have a bus stop here, and I would like to have a bus stop down this road, and then I would like to connect this road to this road. Perfect. Alrighty, so that is that done, and that is done. We've got the routes from there to there. We need a depot in each of these. That is what we need. We need a road depot in each of these. So for this one, the road depot can go right here. Oops, come on. That's it. There's a perfect slot for you there. In Abilene, the road depot can go into this road. It looks like a good spot for you. Pop in right there. Clearwater's already got one. New York has already got one. So that should not be a problem at all. Although Clearwater's only goes around this area because none of this used to exist. All of this is new. So we might need to look at that. Okay, next thing we need to do is set up the route to make sure that this is going to work. So we're going to start at New York for now. In fact, I've got an idea. Why don't I do this backwards? Let's start where we know we cannot expand from, which is Abilene, right there. Go to Elgin, Clearwater, New York, back to Clearwater, back to Elgin, and then back to Abilene. Right, colour for this route. I would like this to be a deep green because... oh, wait, there's a green over here already. Okay, I would like this to be a purple. Yeah, we do not have a purple route. There we go. Purple route it is. We've got slight problems here with getting in and out of the station. You can see something is not right here because it's just sticking on one side. Why is it doing that? Now it's okay all the way to Clearwater. See, why does it not want to... Should be able to go up and along this without a problem, should it not? Or did I forget to... I did not connect the... Never mind. I did not build the rest of the track. How about now? Will you be happy? Okay, it's now happy. Right, let's get some signals in. So we have one signal there. We've got the clear water signal there. Let's pop in the... now this is where I need to be a little bit more careful. Going to stick in a signal here and a signal here and delete that signal. Then we've got the signals going out for being clear. That needs to move as well, just so that we do not end up getting a train stuck. So if we move, that's too close. If we move that signal there, and then remove this signal, and then move the next signal for this one here, that's far enough away from the station, nothing's ever going to get stuck there. And that clears that block up. Similarly for this, we are going to need to pull this signal back to here and therefore delete just that signal. And as for the signal going out, we need to move that signal there and this one's going to be difficult. Probably out here then for this one. Way out of the way. And that means we can delete this signal. There we go. Okay. So that is helpful. We then need to place in a couple of signals here. So we'll do that and that. There, that's clear in there, that's fine. We need a signal for this lot. How far do we want this? So we'll put a signal, of course, coming into the station. Oh, sorry, out of the station either side. I then would like, ideally the signals need to be up on the bridge. Sure. A signal there and a signal there. And then we need to have a signal there and there. That looks, in fact, I'd probably push the signal slightly further. Delete these signals. And I think that we're in a pretty good, that's a pretty good state there. That is a pretty good state. A couple of minutes left in this video, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the remaining lines. In fact, I'm actually going to label this as well. PARW, what is this going to be? Abilene to New York City. New York City, there we go. That should join all the PARWs. Perfect. And what I'll then do is let's create a new line and go from here to there. Of course, it is going to be red. I like that's red. There we go. PARD Abilene 01. We're just going to leave the 01s. Might do a 02, it depends. New line from here to there to there to there. There we go. That is also going to be red. PARD Elgin 01. Elgin. And that's done. So that's those two done. We will get the buses out on it already. We're looking for, I'm going to do 6 buses on this. That, red, and off you trot. Then I'm going to get 6 buses out on this one. Again, same concept. Right the way up. And lastly, we need to get We need to buy some more vehicles. Buy cargo, a tool truck, a tool truck. Here we go. 10 of those. Make them a brighter blue. No, not that blue. Sure, that blue will do. Up and over you go. I think that's about it. That is it. I need to pick the trains, of course, which is what I'm going to be doing next. And then after that, we are going to go for a ride along in the next video. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Please do consider supporting me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/ecgadgets. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ecgadgetslp for both Twitter and Instagram. I am actually going to go for the 10-wheelers. Paint them a lovely Vimto colour. There we go. And I think we should go for white carriages with this. Purple and white. Why not? Each one can carry 60. Say 60, and let's make 4. Let's think. One. I would like one to be 2 in Clearwater, 1 in New York, 1 in Abilene. So 6. There we go. 6 vehicles. We are good to go. Let's see what happens with that. I will just see you next time.